I had been in a relationship for 13 years with my abuser. We started out in a different county, and I had ended up being able to separate from him and move up to Chisago County in 2007. I remember it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. I heard noises outside my house. Walked down the hallway and I saw him standing in his pickup truck, and I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "You are not going to go be with another man." And I turned and I went to grab my phone, and I had my back to him, and I felt 2 punches in my upper right shoulder blade. As I turned around and looked at him, and I saw something shiny and wet in his hand. And at that point I realized he wasn't punching me. It was a knife in his hand and he was stabbing me. I ended up with a total of 6 stab wounds all over my body in various spots, and then I have 2 defensive wounds on my hand.
We received a call from a neighbor that had just, I guess, had Penny come into their house with several stab wounds. And we had learned that the suspect had driven his vehicle through the garage door at Penny's residence, forced entry into the residence itself. The garage was attached, and at that point began stabbing Penny. Penny was able to get away from him, make it to the neighbors, in which they contacted us.
Penny had been referred to our agency by law enforcement. She had sought services from us for, I would say, 8-9 months prior to the incident when she was stabbed. And I worked with her at that time on numerous occasions, kind of talking to her, helping her understand or get a better understanding of the situation she was in, the dangerousness of that situation, and doing some safety planning with her.
I had no hope when I went to the shelter or to the office. I'm like, what are these people going to do for me? What are they going to tell me? I need to, get a restraining order. I need to kick him out of the house. I knew all that. I knew everything that I needed to do. But I didn't have the strength or the courage to do it. And as we were talking, I remember looking up at her, and she reached across the table and she grabbed my hand. And here was somebody that really understood and knew what you were going through emotionally, and the courage and the strength that I didn't have, and the friendship that I needed. She helped me file the orders of protection. She helped me understand the process of eviction and what it all entailed. She gave me the strength to pick myself up and move forward and realize that I'm a person. I'm not somebody's property. And I need to care about myself.
It's rewarding for me personally because of people like Penny, to see what she was in and to see the tragedy that occurred in her life and how she's come out on the other side of it. The rewards is seeing the difference that we make, that I've made in individuals' lives, bringing them peace, hopefully less violence, and feeling supported and cared about.
The Refuge offers us as law enforcement to present something, typically a victim, that this is an option for you. This is something you can reach out to and receive some support from. And I think it makes a big difference when it comes to the victim and what they're looking for.